Hi everybody. It feels today a bit like winter's throwing its last efforts at us before spring starts in a day or two. And you might be able to hear the wind blowing outside the house as I'm recording this. This is the second of our twice weekly thoughts for the day. These are just a little attempt to keep us in touch with each other and to maybe give you something to think about and encourage you during this lockdown period. And as we've said previously, if you have got a thought, something you'd like to share with the rest of the people of Eastview, please get in touch. We'd love to hear about that from you. I've been thinking in the last few days about the word wonderful. And of course it literally means something that's full of wonder, something that makes us feel amazed, something we wonder about. Lorraine and I moved house a little over a year ago, and in the house that we now live in, right over the road, there is a lake. Now, my kids tell me, Dad, it's not really a lake, it's just a pond. But it's too big for a pond, and I'm convinced it's a small lake. And soon after we moved into this house, a little over a year ago, there appeared on our lake a black swan. And I was delighted to see this black swan, and it glides around the lake very gracefully, and then it upends itself to stick its long neck and head down under the water to get something to eat. And after a little while, a second black swan appeared, and that was double blessing. And I used to watch these swans and see what they were doing, and really enjoyed it. And then after a matter of some weeks, they disappeared, and I wondered where they'd gone, what had happened to them. And I also wondered if when it got round to this time of the year again, maybe they'd arrive back. And so as it got round to sort of July time into August, I wondered whether our swans would reappear, and I watched each day, but no sign of them, and I came to the conclusion that no, they wouldn't be back. And then one morning last week, there was a black swan, and that got me wondering again, was it one of the same swans? Where had it been? How had it found its way back to our little lake? Would the second swan reappear? And so I started to do some research, looked up online, black swans, and I found that they're native to Australia, but there's a big population of them in New Zealand, and they're nomadic. They do often come back to the same place. They tend to nest in the same place each year. They're monogamous. Apparently, amongst the black swan population, there's only a 6% divorce rate. So that got me wondering. And I've just enjoyed thinking about this black swan and wondering about it. Wondering if it is the same one. Wondering if it has come back. Wondering how it found its way back. Wondering if its mate will turn up. And it's just got me wondering about the wonder of this creation God has made. I just encourage you, as you go about your daily activities during lockdown, maybe as you're out on your walk, look around for the things in creation that are wonderful. Often we look for the big things that are wonderful, but what about the little things? Just the little things that are amazing. And there's a verse or a couple of verses in Psalm 86. No pagan god is like you, O Lord. None can do what you do. All the nations you made will come and bow before you, Lord. They will praise your holy name, for you are great and you perform wonderful deeds. You alone are God. So I encourage you, look for the wonder in God's creation all around us all of the time, and be filled with amazement at the goodness, the blessing, the power, the wonder of God. And may the Lord bless you over these next days. Thanks.